Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to our playthrough of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Let us continue. So we are gonna have to go back to the walled city, right? Um, I think this is the last sequence. Like, this is gonna be the last mission. No idea how long it's gonna be. Oh, after this there's also the bonus DLC stuff, or like the extended stuff. There's a second campaign after this. So the end of the first campaign, I believe, is gonna be here. Well, that might be wrong. This seems like the climax, though. Okay, we are going into the walled city. 5 people, all reeking of triad, huddled together next to your crew, muttering among themselves and pointing at the towering slum. One of them notices you and pats another on the chest with the back of his hand. It's the man who's been guarding the walled city entrance since you arrived in Hioi. He acknowledges you, a look of doomed determination on his face. Mrs. Cheng sends her regards. She told us to keep an eye out for you. What for? Mrs. Cheng wants to know what the hell is going on inside the walled city. She sent us to find out and report back to her. The triad soldier's hands shake. He sees you notice them and pulls them behind his back. She said us that if we saw you heading in there, we should go with you. We'd have a better chance of staying alive. Well, she's right. The soldier's mouth freezes in a thin line, and we can take care of ourselves, Westerner. Okay, then go in then. If you wanna take care of yourself, go on then. He looks sidelong at his friends, but Mrs. Cheng said to follow your orders, so that's what we're doing. We need to provide for our families. Well, we'll see if you're gonna return to your families or not after tonight. The group of triads nod to each other in forlorn unity as they take in the panic around them. The storm, the flood of people, the towering tenement, and something else, a wave of something emanating from within. Do you feel that? Goblin holds her stomach. Madness and Folly squeak their disapproval. It's like the walled city's bad breath or something, she groans. It's disgusting. I feel, I don't know, unclean just looking at the place. Like life has no value or something, like there's no point to anything. That's the toxic chi, and it is exactly the point. We need to get rid of it. Fix it at the source, if I can. Raymond stares at the walled city, taking it in for the first time. The breath hitches in his chest, but the old man grits his teeth in grim determination. The fortune engine is located at the heart of the walled city. That's where I need to go. I'll drop a marker in the center of the walled city on everyone's PDA. As you can see, we should be able to weave our way through it to the machine. Raymond's the key to this whole thing. I want to protect it. I'll put some body armor under his clothing. It will stop a 45 at close range. We can also take advantage of the chaos. It may cover our approach in case someone is trying to stop us. I mean, maybe. Or maybe it won't. I mean, it's chaos after all. Good idea. We should split up too. Keep Raymond back out of harm's way. Look around, Gunjo. This whole place is in harm's way. Well, I think whoever's in front going into the center is gonna be in more harm's way than the others, Gobbin. I'm just saying. It'll be safer if we split up. SCKC leads some of us to clear the way to the machine. Auntie's men can follow with the rest of us, escorting Raymond, once the way is secure. It's thin, but it's a plan. We'll improvise from there. Both teams use your comm to stay in touch. We have no idea what we're gonna face in there. I will be right behind you, Simon. Take care of yourself. Do I call him Dad? I mean, I don't want to call him Little Man. I know this seems like unnecessary. It's not about me, Raymond. It's about all these people. I mean, it's about all of us, really. I hope you know you're doing, Ray. You be careful too, Dad. I don't want to call him Dad. I want to tell him to be careful, but I don't want to call him Dad. Anyway, I hope you know you're doing, Ray. I do, Mr. C. It's time for me to finally take action. No more cowardice. He exhales softly and stares at the walled city, unflinching. This is the end of prosperity. I mean, he still hasn't told us. Shouldn't he tell us what the plan is in case something goes sideways, right? He still hasn't told us what exactly he needs to do. That seems like a bad idea. Like everybody should know what the plan is gonna be. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna need a dagger or not. I'm gonna take the dagger, Gaichu, Rector. City of Death. Nice. The typhoon pours down as the Triad soldiers fan out in front of you, leading the way into the Kowloon walled city. Raymond shuffles along, alert and intent, although exhausted by all that has gone on. He drives himself forward and will not accept help from anyone. Wu watches the windows and rooftops, his rifle never leaving his shoulder. He occasionally risks a glance at his foster father, concern, frustration, and anger playing over his face like a slideshow. The walled city is worse than your first visit. I mean, that's obvious. Even with the rain, you can feel something in the air. It's thicker now, and it clings to your skin like invisible filth. The miserable noises of slum life are gone, replaced by something worse. The sounds of death, the sounds of fear. As you round the corner, the group stops before heading in deeper. Alright, what do we have? Can I use guns? I can't use any of these guns. I can't deck either. So I'm gonna get the better medkit. Let's swap out the medkit 2 for the medkit 3s. Gold trauma kit. Gaichu is most likely to end up using a gold trauma kit. Let me just get as many of these as possible. So she has a pistol. No, her pistol is fine. Her pistol is kind of funny how much damage it does on crit. So let's give him that and that. He definitely can't use guns, right? Alright, he definitely can't use guns. We gave Rector a shotgun last time. Although I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Maybe it is. Can he use this? Oh, he can use those. I'm gonna give him the assault rifle, I think. I mean, he's not very good with guns anyway, but I think this is significantly better than the pistol. And he can stay back and take pot shots at people from long ranged. The inner walled city. What you've seen in your dreams feels tame by comparison, really. The atmosphere is humid with the oppressive weight of despair. You can feel it bearing down on your shoulders, whispering for you to give up, lie down, await your miserable fate. Your skin feels oily and unclean. Oh, we just arrived in the inner walled city immediately? So nothing happened on the way in. Raven sang, we're finally here, finally past the trash heap that encrusts this place. He reaches out and touches a Durablast wall. The paint has long since chipped away, but what remains is enough to tell you that you're looking at the original exterior of Kowloon Walled City. It looks much sturdier than the ramshackle construction that has grown up around it. Interesting that the game just jumps us straight into the inner walled city. I thought there'd be a sequence of us having to fight our way in or something. This is what Mother and I built, what was supposed to help people. All that we wanted was to help. Well, Very poetic. Now let's move. I'm done with the talking. I don't want to spend a second longer in this place than I have to. The Yellow Lotus 49ers... Yellow 49er scans the horizon. His head on a swivel. He's full of frantic energy that can only come from pure terror and combat stims. Raymond doesn't move. He stands there staring at a painted section of wall to his left. Tracing his gaze, you can see what he's looking at. It's faint, but it's there. A faded stamp of the Zhang Mechanical Services logo. Even this is a nightmare now, decrepit and rotten and falling apart. He squeezes his eyes shut. It was supposed to be a good place, a safe place. Can we move on? Can we just get the job done and stop reminiscing? Yeah, well, it isn't. And we all know whose fault that is, don't we? Her eyes flash daggers at your adopted father. She wears her hate like a mask. But it wasn't him. It was Josephine. Josephine could have stopped this thing. Oh, real? There's just gunshots in the background. He looks down on her, expressionless. Yes, and that's why I have to fix it. Simon, you need to clear me a path to the sarcophagus. It surrounds the fortune engine. It will be at the center of all this. Please help me fix this. I can't do it by myself. Well, that's the plan. He reaches a hand towards you, pulls it back with a pained expression. Thank you. Don't thank me until we're done. A lot of things can happen between now and the end. You cut a path like the man said. I'll go with kindly soldiers on the B team. We'll escort Ray via side streets. Keep him safe until we can regroup. I'll get him there. Take care of yourself too, Duncan. He rolls his shoulders, cracks his neck with a pair of pops. Let's just get this done. Yes, let's. Be careful, there's more to worry about this deep in the walled city than a Yama King. Everything in this place either wants you gone or wants you dead. She throws you a backward glance. Come on, Casey, let's get this over with. There's more to worry about than a Yama King? Wait a minute. There's more to worry about than a Yama King? I think they cut a few missions from the end sequence of this game, to be honest. I feel like we should have encountered a Yama King on the way in and had to, like, get our way through. Anyway. Right, doesn't it seem like in a few places there could have been like an extra mission? Yellow Lotus soldier. Hey guy, let me stop right here. A group of Yellow Lotus 49ers is holding this entrance. Their leader, a dumpy female elf with chipped teeth and a bouffant hairdo, stumbles towards you. You drop your guns and get down on the floor. She shakes her head from side to side as if trying to clear it. A pair of bloodshot eyes roll in their sockets without reason or purpose. Drop everything or we'll cut you like pigs. Stand down with kindly Chang. You're from the Lotus Den, aren't you? You strangler Bowers on my side. Stand down with kindly Chang. Chang? Chang! She gestures wildly with her rifle. A thin stream of blood traces its way from her left nostril down to her mouth. Her time is done. We have a new queen now. Oh, you mean the queen with 1,000 teeth? Screaming unintelligibly, she launches herself at you. Her cohort follows behind, swinging their weapons wildly and howling for blood. That would be the queen with 1,000 teeth, right? And not a dragon line in sight. What a shame. Alright, how many guys can I hit with this? 2? 2 is good. Flamethrower. I want to hit the guys behind, right? Well, I can't hit that person. Flamethrower 4. I want to hit the guys behind because Gaiju can deal with the guys in front. Seven's not that good. Well, that's alright. I'm gonna like start chopping this person. It's a shame that meleeing them doesn't stop them from using their guns. I can't see that person, can't see that person. 48, 68. Oh, very good. Maybe I can just kill her. Oh, very nice. I can't use the AoE of the grenade. That sucks. Alright, let me be in cover here. Rector single shot, and I can't see anyone. So I'm gonna activate the bot. I'm gonna speed the bot and accuracy the bot. The bot's gonna walk up somewhere. Walk up 74, 68, 73, 78. Oh, I can't see that one. Alright, Bob and Bob. And then let's try and kneecap her. Oh, very good. So she's stunned. And then just shotgun her in the face, right? Alright, flamethrower 3. Flamethrower 2. 5 siphon. So those they just went crazy, right? I think they were gonna attack us no matter what. Okay, the destination is there. We can interact with that thing. Sang Recon Commando. What are you doing here, Sang Recon Commando? Hey, what's this? Local grocer? Medical vendor? Hey, can we buy some food? You selling melons? What are those? Oranges? What groceries do you sell? A tall, well-groomed man with jet black hair leans casually against his fruit stand. His hard features suggest that he hasn't smiled in a long time, but his demeanor isn't cold, only cautious. He appears less interested in watching his wares and more interested in watching people. The man sees you approach and speaks, his inflection smooth and careful, not at all like a fruit vendor's. Fresh fruit, you here to buy? You're a runner. I can tell by how you hold yourself. Wait, why do I have Shadowrunner etiquette? I don't have Shadowrunner etiquette. I have academic etiquette. He studiously observes his surroundings before returning his gaze to you. Name's Yang, but people around here call me Steel Drake. I'm trying to stay on the down low, so I'd appreciate it if you keep your voice down. Let's not make our backgrounds public knowledge, alright? Why lay low? I just pulled a job and I'm still under some heat. Got to clean the new year and then fence some of the gear I nabbed. Walled City is the best way to do that and stay out of sight. Sounds like you have quite the extended inventory. A moment. I only sell my best good to like-minded individuals and I believe you're deserving of such. He turns to his stand and with a click hits a hidden switch. What originally appeared to be a bin of apples now slowly slides up from the counter, revealing just beneath the counter a handful of guns, explosives, and other wicked gadgets. Alright, let's have a look. So, Just in case you didn't buy any guns before you came into the walled city. Why would you do that? Here's an emergency gun supply. And it's kind of good, actually. It's not a bad set of stuff, if I do say so myself. Oh, look at that. Assault rifles. Ares operative gear. Oh, it's only armor 6 though. I'm wearing armor 8, right? Alright, no miniguns, no armor 8, but not a bad... Maybe I should sell some of my stuff. Anyway, I don't need anything, I don't need to sell anything, don't need to buy anything.